first time since 1930 the U.S. won their first 2 games at a World Cup. Never have they won all 3 group stage games. A chance to do that tonight. Kickoff next from L.A.
What's up, everybody? We're about to hop into it. It's going to be a couple of minutes until they get the tracker. Let me swap up a couple of these things here. And then we will do our normal tracker stuff once it pops up. We got a couple of minutes so far, so give me a second. I'm going to get a couple other things ready. Got to put my low light compensation mode on. White and blue theme inspired going on here. All right. They're starting to call out some of the players.
Those first 2 matches, you've heard so much about the 62 shots. No goals for this Turkey A team. They've made 7 changes to their lineup, but yet 2 of their most prominent players, guys playing at big clubs, Arda Güler and Yildiz as well, starting. Yet their last goals for Turkey A, they came in October of 2025. They will be looking to get in the target today. Yilmaz starts up front as well for them. And some familiar faces for the United States, but you heard the guys in the studio talking about it. 9 changes, the most ever between 2 matches in a World Cup match for the United States, because they had finished top of the group with 1 game to play, something they have never done before, but it's an experienced player in the nets. Matt Turner making his 55th appearance. An all-new back line there, but the holdovers starters from that last match, Weston McKennie in the middle of the field wearing the captain's armband. I expect this to be more of a 4-2-3-1 with Gio Reyna a little bit further forward, and Pepe gets the start again.
Do not fall into the trap of thinking this is a meaningless game. This game is incredibly meaningful to all those players. Tim Weah getting his first start of the tournament in front of his dad. A number of players who, as Mauricio Pochettino put it to us yesterday, are achieving a lifelong dream of being able to tell their children, tell their grandchildren, I played in the FIFA World Cup. And for a squad of players that are together as tight as any squad any of them have ever played on, every single day in the hotel and training, the players that are not on the field are incredibly excited for those who are. Can this U.S. group finish off a perfect group stage and send this team with momentum into the knockout round of this FIFA World Cup? We are about to find out on another perfect Los Angeles evening. We're underway. And that is going to bounce off the corner flag and stay in play. It's the United States in the dark blue with the stars. It's Turkey wearing white. A historic win for the U.S. in this building against Paraguay. They had to grind through a win in Seattle against Australia. And now they can do things no teams have ever done before for the U.S. at a World Cup. Win all 3 games, score more goals than anyone else. They already know the site and the opponent in 6 days' time in the round of 32. And yet here comes Turkey. This is an immensely prideful nation. It is a soccer-mad nation. It's a team back at the World Cup for the first time since 2002. They brought some stars with them. They thought they'd be battling to win the group in this game. Instead, they are already eliminated having lost their first two and not scoring a single goal. As Scally's trying to play it out wide. It's held in by Aronson. Gio Reyna's shot is blocked. And so an aggressive start by this changed-up U.S. group. We're not sure what the mentality is going to be from Turkey. Look at Gio Reyna getting him going out for a corner.
And if you weren't sure what to expect from the U.S., there's an example. Guys on the field to make a point, to prove a point to their coach. They want to be more involved going forward. And it starts with an early U.S. corner. A lot of high pressure. Turkey sitting with a back five, surprisingly, showing some respect to this U.S. team.
Sebastian Berhalter to take drives to the near post. Weston McKennie had a chance to sweep it in. It's only as far as Trusty. It's saved. The rebound cleared behind for another corner.
Let's go, Team USA.
Well, it's Berhalter getting his first start of this tournament. His set-piece delivery is very good. You have the run at the near post from Gio Reyna. Takes a man with him. Open up the space for McKennie. He misses. Trusty fires on target. And Shakir able just to palm that one away. Out to the other side now, where I expect more of an in-swinging ball. U.S. have been focusing on the back post. It's where they're stacking four players right now. Berhalter has a real ability to hit it with power at a good trajectory. Makes it difficult for Shakir to come get it.
To the back post. Knocked down. It's in. It's another early goal. It's Austin Trusty's.
Team USA scores. 2 minutes in the World Cup. Let's go. USA. USA. Wow. 2.5 minutes into the first half. USA 1-0 over Turkey.
Back post focus. They stack four there. Run three inside, and Trusty just peels away. How about the first touch? Off the left foot, just cushions it. That touch is so good because it means he can take the shot on the second. But look at that narrow gap.
Wow.
At that near post. Low and hard, stay over the top of it, laces right through it. And the U.S., as they have been doing
Let's
all
go,
tournament
USA.
long, take an early lead. And the more telling thing for me, that right there, run to your bench, celebrate with your teammates. United States 1, Turkey 0.
2 minutes, 15 seconds. The second fastest goal from the opening kickoff in U.S. World Cup history. Behind only Clint Dempsey's.
Wow.
In 2014. And the third consecutive
USA.
game the U.S. has scored in the opening 10 minutes and change.
USA. USA.
27-year-old from Media, Pennsylvania in the Philadelphia suburbs, the youngest of 6 kids. He's a title winner at Celtic in Scotland, where he's playing in front of 60,000 fans week in, week out. What is pressure when you come up with that? And good recovery defending there by Miles Robinson to win the ball back. And just Trusty's 10th ever game for the U.S., a guy that has just always kind of been on the outside of the bubble looking in. What a wonderful moment at the end of a terrific season for him. Berhalter the assist.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And Turkey, who were down about 90 seconds into their last game, less than that.
I need to put up a
And the
poll
loss
for
to
this game.
Paraguay. Aaron El Mali carrying forward. Cook-Chu, pocket pick by Weston McKennie.
And Weston McKennie, one of those two holdovers from the starting lineup against Australia. And there's a reason you still keep one or two guys, especially like McKennie, in there for his leadership. But the other thing, Mauricio Pochettino telling us yesterday down at practice, look, he's been used to this cadence all season long. Game, rest, game, rest, game, rest. He's bringing the intensity, and so has this team from the very first minute. But this is what we expected from a group of guys that are hungry on the field to set the tone. And boy, had a great ball from Berhalter.
He took a hard kick behind the play, but he got it away. Brendan Aronson now from Weah. Weston McKennie to the outside. Aronson, McKennie, Aronson behind him and couldn't get it out from underneath his feet. Chung comes to take it. Cook-Chu tried to escape, can't cleanly, wins the throw.
He had two runners to his right. He had Scally and McKennie. McKennie, it's a clever ball to cut it back like that to Aronson, because you see everybody crashing to the goal thinking he's going to hit it
we're going to
across
pull this off.
low and hard. I just think even Aronson maybe expected that and wasn't quite ready for the return. Heavy first touch, and the chance was gone.
Put this back up here. Should fix it. Hopefully. There we go. She went to put up a pole and the whole thing going crazy. USA. USA.
The other part of the conversation was going to be all week, what are we going to get from Turkey? And I thought we'd see a team that was going to be charged up and try to make a statement, even though they're out, even though they're on 0 points. The amount of pressure and all the noise back home. You know how you stop that? You get an early goal, and now you go and pile it on if you're the U.S. Try to get goal after goal.
Celik won that header over Weah. It's a country of Turkey that has not responded with sadness. They have responded with fury to what has happened to this team. 62 shots without a goal. Flipped over the top. Yilmaz trying to sneak in behind. Miles Robinson heads it away. Joe Scally, first to the loose ball, draws the foul. Most shots in recorded World Cup history, by the way, in back-to-back games without scoring a goal. And when we asked Mauricio Pochettino yesterday, what do you expect from Turkey? He shrugged. He said, I don't really know, but I know they're going to come with an intensity to this one, as that was offside perhaps anyway. And you see there the other game going on up in Santa Clara, the other game in the group. Uruguay and Australia. Winner of that game qualifies as the runner-up in the group. Aronson tackled off the ball. Berhalter trying to slow up there. Arda Güler, the big young star of this Turkish team, 21-year-old young player of the season in the UEFA Champions League with Real Madrid. As he said, everyone was crying in the locker room after the loss to Paraguay that eliminated them officially last Friday night. Gio Reyna, he's fouled.
It's something I'm interested to see in this game. The role for Gio Reyna looks like actually to start the game he's a little bit deeper alongside Berhalter, and then you still got the freedom for McKennie with his running. I think the two of them will play off each other, which means Berhalter's in more of that Tyler Adams type of role where he's going to sit. He's going to be covering that back line for the U.S., trying to get on the ball, but also be the first one to stop any counterattacking opportunities.
Errant pass there. And Berhalter just trying to slow up Yilmaz.
What's up, Savage? What is good?
And then he just misplays it out. One of the big questions for this game, as we see some of the luminaries and celebrities and movie stars that are here in L.A., will Christian Pulisic play tonight? Jenny Taft down on the field. What do we know
there's
about Pulisic's status
the proper spelling on the poll.
John, I asked Mauricio Pochettino about the decision to keep Christian Pulisic on the bench to start. He told me tonight he is available to play 30 to 45 minutes max. They will evaluate the intensity of the game to make that decision. Remember, Pulisic told me yesterday he feels 100%.
9 minutes in. Team USA on top 1-0 over Turkey.
Sides to look at that.
I think ideally you want to get him into this game at a point, because you don't want one of your star players going about 3 weeks before stepping on the field in the round of 32 in a big match for the U.S. against now their confirmed opponent in Bosnia-Herzegovina. So I think game dependent, if we're not seeing a game where Turkey are just trying to take down U.S. players and injured players and there's a safe environment, you want to get Pulisic on the field 100% in the second half and get him.
Güler, nice little dummy that allowed Yilmaz to run.
USA, yep. In the first 2 minutes they did.
Able to capitalize on that loose ball in the middle.
Wow, Turkey answers back right before 10 minutes. Wow. They're fighting back.
That's Güler's first goal for Turkey since October 2025. They just work it down this right-hand side, able to drag U.S. bodies out a little bit, and that just letting it run there takes McKenzie out of the play. And then Miles Robinson has to come across and help. And that leaves the space, and Güler's got to step on the inside of McKenzie. It's a great ball back to him. Turner tries to make himself big, and Güler finds the corner. His Turkey team does.
Yeah, it's popping off right away.
And they just showed it there.
What are you up to today, Savage? How's your day going, brother?
The Attempted clearance just bounces off of Kukchu out for a U.S.
1-1.
Vincenzo Montella, one of the big things he said yesterday was you got to leave off these guys. These young players, the future of Turkish soccer. I don't like the personal attacks they've been getting. We've tried hard. We've just not been able to get it done. You got to have more respect for the players. And that's a part of the backdrop. Even though Turkey cannot advance, can these players get a win against the hosts and try to take something positive back home with them? As Montella said, we've come off our best European championship in 16 years, a couple summers ago. First World Cup in 24 years. Don't throw all of that away just because we've had 2 tough results.
Yo, Steve, could you upgrade the mod? Why, what's up, man? What do you need?
And that is Turkey's first goal of this tournament. They were shut out. First time in 5 years they've been shut out in back-to-back games. Coming in, Kukcu has runners. Ended up misplaying it wide at Kenan Yildiz. One of the things you mentioned at a couple different points is
Colin
this
Farrell.
US team hasn't really faced a ton of adversity. Not that there haven't been difficult, challenging moments, but
Oh, USA making their way to the attack.
this tournament is Weston McKennie. Great
Outside
run
the box,
forward,
looking
able to keep
across.
his feet, able to keep the ball. Brandon Aronson blocks, second chance. Aronson
Ooh.
save. Chuck here down to his right, his second stop.
And this is all Weston McKennie. It's something he's been doing all tournament long. Leads the team with 6 chances created. Count
I
that as
mean,
7 if you
usually
give it
I'll
to him,
pin
but he
whatever
did lay
people
the
put
first
up
one
or
back for
whatever.
Aronson. Just the acceleration and power down the channel into the corner. Yeah, I am interested to see how this U.S. group reacts.
Like every
here
time
off
there's something like
what was a
pin-worthy,
perfect
I
start. You
just
get the goal
usually
from
pin
the
it
set
up
piece for
and I
Trusty,
swap
then
them
you
out.
concede a goal. 2 little mistakes in the back where they get opened up defensively.
But if
First
you have more
real-time
ideas on stuff you
goal they
want
gave
to
up
do
against
or
Paraguay
whatever,
in
I'm
this
open to
building
that
was
stuff.
some
But
mistakes off the
yeah, I
long,
can't give
direct
a certain amount of
set piece,
control
so-
over.
Yeah, can they take control of the game? This is going to be a very different game to the 2 games they faced prior, where both teams didn't want
I guess
the
it's
ball.
not really the
Turkey
same
wanted
as
the
the
ball. They
editor,
have
though.
guys that
Let me look into it. I'll
technically
tell you
are
about that.
very good
Let
and will
me
look to continue to
look
break
at
this
some
US
of
team
the
down. There
advanced
might be space for
permissions,
some transitions.
and I'll let you know. I'm not like shutting the door on you. I'll look into it and see if it's okay. Because I know there's like a different role of like a page editor, and they can like post stuff on your page. So it's just one of those things I have to check out. USA, USA.
Good touch by Scally to start this possession. Brendan Aronson. Joe Scally down to the corner. Has Gio Reyna, his childhood friend from New York City, to hook that cross in. No one there in a blue shirt. And it ends up calling all the way out for a U.S. throw.
But that's a little bit of the game state I think we might see, is where Turkey have some of this midfield possession. If the ball
Yeah,
turns over,
we could
it's
definitely
over
look
there
into it.
from just an underthrown ball from Tim Weah. There's going to be space if the U.S. can really commit numbers aggressively, which they did in that one. They just didn't have anybody in the box for the cross.
Again, this has been quite the battle here between Yilmaz and Mark McKenzie. And the U.S. wins the ball, wins the referee's approval. Turkish bench is furious right now. And they are all screaming at the 4th official about it, as if he had anything to do with that decision. And the U.S. has dominated statistically in the opening quarter hour, and yet 1 goal apiece. Austin Trusty, just over 2 minutes in. Arda Güler, about 7.5 minutes later. And Reyna saw McKennie in there. A little bit of slip on the outside. Yildiz is able to get to the loose ball. Kukcu able to escape. Mark McKenzie backtracking, nods it away.
Oh,
And Aronson has it tackled out for a throw. And again, you see the other game in the group. It's in Santa Clara. It's on FS1, Paraguay and Australia. If that game finishes a draw, Australia would qualify as runner-up. Paraguay would qualify as a 3rd-place finisher on 4 points. The loser of that game would quite possibly get through as a third-place finisher. Depends on goal differential. Vincenzo Montella has come onto the field to scream at the referee.
Turkey
US
coach
takes
getting
it quickly
crazy.
off the foul. Mustafa Gorbal of Algeria, the referee, has a problem to deal with because the Turkish bench is going berserk on every decision, and that was a coach running onto the field to yell about it.
Yeah, the coach better be careful from Turkey.
Trying to keep the flow of the game going.
Better be careful. Okay. Yeah, do your thing, brother. You are welcome anytime you want, man. USA. USA.
Trying to sneak in behind the center backs. He might get to
Oh,
that ball. Shakir,
oh.
the goalkeeper, backed off. Pepe, a couple different options. Let's just slow it up. Reset for Berhalter. Gio Reyna.
Oh, what a way too hard the
Tim
pass.
Weah. Just a couple of loose moments in the attacking part of the field from the U.S. last little bit.
A little
It's a
loose.
good-looking ball, though, from Trusting. I think that type of run could be effective from Pepe, where he's trying to drop a little bit lower to get involved and then spinning to get that space in behind. I think it's something Tim Weah can start to do a little bit more here, but a little bit more aggressive, trying to run your fullback, Chile, just a little bit more, because he's coming to the ball, making life very easy for him. His speed and his 1v1, that's a real asset for the United States.
Weston McKennie takes a hard tackle. Weston McKennie is down. Back to his feet now, still in some pain. Weah with the defender all over him, able to recycle the ball. You can see the way the Turkish players are flying around a bit right now. U.S. got to match that speed. McKennie for Reyna.
Come on, USA. USA. USA.
Austin
Let's
Trusty,
go,
goal
USA.
scorer. And awkward there, and that's Özcan who's gone down. It was Berhalter who caught him. Again, the entire Turkish bench, all of the assistant coaches, half of the bench players.
It's a late yellow, right? It felt like even he wanted to hesitate at first, but I actually do think this is a yellow. You'll see the ball's played to Berhalter. He's got two.
Oh, he hit his ankle on
The
accident.
first touch is heavy. He's trying to poke it out to the left-hand side and clearly rakes down the ankle there of Özcan. And so Montella gets his wish. He gets a yellow card, but that is a yellow card for Sebastian Berhalter.
Hey, he took a cleat in the ankle.
And
Right in the
Berhalter,
shin,
as
it
we
looks
said,
like.
the second son of a former U.S. player to play at the World Cup, along with Gio Reyna, his dad, Greg, not just the former
Here we
coach,
go,
but he was
USA.
starting in the
Here
knockout
we go.
rounds in 2002.
Oh, he's still down on the field. Hopefully he's
The
okay.
quarterfinal.
And it's an important
Paraguay
time
and
to
Australia
remind
still
people,
tied
this is the conversation actually
0-0
before the goal. So
in
this
the
was
first half.
Trusty saying, look, you go away, run inside, leave the space for me. I mean, couldn't have drawn it up any more perfectly than that. And then even to deliver, I'm telling you, to take that touch out of the
That was
sky,
Brad Pitt and
celebrations, Brad Pitt going nuts. But to take
and
that out
Edward
of that
Norton.
long ball,
The Fight Club
first touch,
duo's
and then
back at
hammering
it.
home from the near post. And right now we see our referee just out of your screen, not being shown on your screen, is when there's an injury like this, players are coming over to the sideline to try to get some water. He's discouraging that. These celebrations have been awesome for this U.S. group. It really does showcase their togetherness. And look at Pulisic in the back right. He's jumping in, up and down. I'd say that.
Come on,
crowd's
USA.
looking pretty good. You have the captain and Tim Ream. And as well, this was something that was conveyed to us throughout the team about the guys that are starting tonight, how happy they were in reverse for the players who are now on the bench showcasing the same. That's really great team spirit.
What the hell?
And one of the things to be mindful of, those 4 U.S. players who are sitting on a possible yellow card suspension: Tyler Adams, Chris Richards, Anthony Robinson, Flo Balogun. We don't expect them to play in this game, because if they play, if they get a yellow card, they would be suspended for the round of 32. And now you've got Sebastian Berhalter, who's sitting on an early yellow card. Christian Roldan, you saw in that celebration, he is not listed as an available player tonight because of a quad injury picked up in practice about a week ago. So it's a little bit of a thing for Mauricio Pochettino to navigate as Turkey have this free kick now. Kokcu and Ardagula, the goal scorer, stand over it. Just touch short there for Arda Güler. He's going to clip it in behind, too far for Kokcu.
Turkey gives it back to USA. Come
As we
on
look at
now.
some more of the celebrities
Come
of
on
stage,
now.
screen, and NFL playing fields. We tell you the United States will play their round of 32 game next Wednesday night. Santa Clara, California. Bosnia-Herzegovina, that is now confirmed as the opponent. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. Live here on Fox. We're going to go ahead and assume the Bosnia-Herzegovina players and staff are watching this game. Hello to all of you. Congratulations to all of you. Second ever World Cup for Bosnia. First time that they will play in a knockout stage game. They will be fired up for that opportunity, as will their fans. That'll be quite the scene Wednesday night in the South Bay area. Aiden now trying to square up on Austin Trusty. Trusty intercepts that pass.
Let's go, Trusty.
The U.S. under some pressure now. What can they do? Mark McKenzie gets rid of it.
Yeah, Turkey pressing the ball really well. You referenced this a couple of minutes ago, the intensity at which they're really trying to put the U.S. under pressure at the back, trying to win the ball.
USA. USA.
Spreads out, so as they're defending, they've got 5 along the back. Then they push Aiden almost into a right winger position on this near side. That creates advantages for them in the middle of the field with Yildiz and Güler, which they really did in that first goal. Yilmaz has been really important in that, his back-to-goal play, too. But he's feeling contact. He's going down. I think this is something to watch throughout the course of this match.
That was both offside and it hit the referee. So Mustafa Korbal is trying to make a decision, and ultimately what he's going to do is just call for the hydration break, and they'll figure it out later of whose ball this should be.
All right, they're calling for a break here.
The first half, the U.S. once again an early lead. The lead.
Let's go, USA. Need to keep some momentum going. Early goal for USA, a 2-minute mark, and then Turkey comes back with their own goal. So, you got to keep it going, Team USA. Be doing the damn thing. Currently in a hydration break is what we're calling it, i.e. TV timeout. So, give me a second here. We'll get things back up.
It took Turkey the 63rd shot of the entire tournament to score their first goal to tie this game up inside of 10 minutes. Those opening 10 minutes, though, looked terrific from the U.S. They were all over Turkey. And you'll see here as this pans around, the U.S. are only just now breaking what looked like a pretty intense team huddle of the hydration break. How do they get back to that edge they were playing with early?
I think raising that intensity once again, the way they started the game. Even in that moment for the hydration break, watching Mauricio Pochettino down in and around his group, huddled up, but with the tactics board out. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple little tweaks, and more so to the way in which they're defending, trying to get some pressure on Turkey and for the U.S. to have the ball and be more effective. It's in the midfield area, though. I think right now where Turkey are overloading that area.
Come on, USA, let's make it happen.
Types of solutions and combinations that have been causing the U.S. problems.
And part of the 9 different lineup changes is that this is a combination of players that don't really have any game time together. Practice time, sure. Is that any of this? Is it just guys kind of figuring out some of these partnerships at all?
I think more so even just within the partnerships, it's the different traits and characteristics of the players. Weston McKennie's greatest strength this tournament has been his freedom to go forward. I think what you're seeing now is that Berhalter's got 2 or 3 guys around him, so he needs McKennie a little bit closer defensively. We'll see as Yilmaz has been running down these all day long. He and McKenzie have been going at it. He's got a bit of a bite and intensity to him so far. He's setting the tone for Turkey from the front.
Mark McKenzie dumped to the turf, draws the foul. Arda Güler with the goal for Turkey, youngest ever World Cup goal scorer. Now, it's not a very long list. This is only the 3rd time that Turkey have ever played in the World Cup, 2002 and 1958, which is wild to say.
Hi, Renica. Welcome back.
Country, Turkey. This is a soccer mad country. Incredible fan support for some massive clubs that they have in their league. They've produced some terrific players. They made the semi-final of their last World Cup in 2002. But for some reason, they have historically struggled to get to these opportunities. Joe Scally under some real pressure now from Kenan Yildiz.
Oh, you just woke up. Did you fall asleep early?
Ardakci out-dueling Pepe for that ball in the air. Pepe a second chance. Long switch for Tim Weah. And eased off the ball there by Aiden, who was tracking back to help out defensively. Berhalter got his head in the way of that pass. Güler knocks it forward. Mark McKenzie.
Oh!
Referee's going to say play on advantage for an attacking chance for the U.S. They're going face to face. This referee's got to get control of this game right now.
That's a yellow card challenge, though. Not even a touch on the ball. Leveled out McKenzie, who had no chance of defending himself as he'd gone up for that header. But to your point, if the referee doesn't get control by using his cards, you're going to see more and more of that as that's going to be a U.S. corner.
And let's see, is the referee going to do anything right now? Now that the ball's out of
Corner kick for USA. You slept for 8 hours already? Wow. What time is it where you are?
This was Aiden tracking down Tim Weah. They got a quick 2v1 defensive stop.
I want USA to win too. Look at my background right now. Look at the red, white, and blue behind me.
The referee talking to the 2 central captains there.
I even put my lights in red, white, and blue.
Well, the U.S. scored from their last corner. This is from the opposite side of the field. Sebastian Berhalter already with 1 assist tonight.
7:58 a.m. for me. Oh, okay. Cool background. Thank you. It's just like a little light that goes on the wall. Oh, US, let's go! USA puts it back in.
You get decked to the turf. You respond by scoring.
On the rebound.
Has come up for offside.
Oh.
As we saw in Seattle, this is not necessarily 100%. We're going to take a look back and see.
Yeah, this is going to be tricky because McKenzie's offside as it stands there. But let's see. Who did that shot come off? Did that come off Pepe, or was that a defensive player? Because that's not a deliberate play on the ball right there. That one that you saw there, that would be counted as essentially a block in a way that wouldn't have count or reset the play. It would have been the second one after that. So he was offside on that initial one. It has
wow, they're going to take it away from US.
And that goal will not
count. My goodness. It's all tied again. 1-all.
Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's what is a deliberate play and not. This is not a deliberate play for the ball. So the Turkish defender, when the ball touches him, this is not a deliberate play. This puts the US forward in an offside position, so the correct decision is offside.
And Mark McKenzie has denied his first career US goal.
They're chanting USA. 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 Are you watching it too, Renica?
What is a deliberate play or not? And what you can say there is he had no time to react. He didn't move his body. So it didn't reset that phase and put McKenzie onside. So absolutely was offside, unfortunately for the U.S.
Arda Güler out-drilled Weston McKennie for that.
Turkey on the attack.
Nice little move around the outside. Cut back.
Oh, and Turkey scores. Wow.
Orkun Kokcu. Great little sequence. And the U.S. for the first time at this tournament are behind.
Some stunned faces right now for the United States. Just carved open down that left-hand side. No pressure really on the ball. It turned over right in the middle. And then watch this overlapping run.
Some goofy guy in the crowd painted his face with an American flag, and he's talking about, we got 6 points. We got 6 points. No. Team USA has 6 points. You are a fan watching. That's first and foremost, the first issue.
Nobody clears it at the near post. The relationships there of who's going, who's staying. I wonder if there was a potential offside on that ball played from
I know. Oh, if you're on your phone and you want to watch on Twitch because it's on the vertical style, I can send you that link.
But it has been confirmed that it's a
I'll
goal.
post it real quick.
Orkun Kukcu just a couple of weeks ago scored a goal his first in quite a while.
Yeah, because this is set up for like horizontal stream on YouTube. But if you want to check out the Twitch, it is on vertical. So if you're on your phone, it might just look better for you.
Play for the big clubs with big fan bases in Turkey.
I will put that up. And that'll be for the vertical.
They're coming for more. Kenan Yildiz now rolls it
Turkey on the attack again. Ooh. USA trying to clear it out.
Right now. Everything frazzled. Turkey playing with such an intensity and energy, a confidence, quite frankly. Look at that. Yeah, there's the confidence. Nutmeg.
Berhalter gets nutmeg poked away from behind. Scally trying to step in. U.S. wins a free kick.
But here's one of the big differences.
Free kick for the USA.
In this game
oh, if you click that link, you don't even have to have Twitch. You don't even have to sign up for it. I think it'll just let you watch it. You'd only have to sign up if you wanted to chat in there, but
it's the other way. It's the U.S. getting bullied on the ball. U.S. backing down.
Whatever you want to do. I just like to give the option to people.
So what do you got to this group of players? You're out on the field to prove a point to your coach. You want to be starting in that next match.
Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen, who of course famously played for the Portland Trailblazers as well as the Chicago Bulls.
Says the Portland guy.
Yeah, he more famously paid for the Chicago Bulls.
Another underhit pass, a giveaway by
oh, Turkey on the attack again. Oh. I think the U.S. got lucky right there. Their defenders got outplayed.
From a U.S. perspective, okay, you're down a goal. What's your reaction?
The whole back line got outplayed.
This is a little bit of adversity for this group. You go ahead a goal. Everything's great. Everything's smooth sailing. And Turkey said, we're not done. We punched back 2 times. So right now I'm looking at body language. Who's going to be a guy that can get this team going a little bit and says, okay, we've had enough.
Miles Robinson, and that looked like it maybe was going to be curling to stay in play. Assistant referee.
I like hit the ref. That's so weird.
Assuming it was out of play, but it was close. Scally knocks it down for McKennie. Gets it away quick towards Aronson. Tackled out by Bardakci.
Okay, U.S. remains in the attacking position, getting ready to throw in.
To the second ball that was on the field. McKennie, nice move to create the space. That's a deflected cross. Bounces off of Weah. He's able to recycle it momentarily. Trusting under some pressure, and the ball did go out of play.
Oh, so U.S. maintains possession.
That initial cross in, it was over the end line, though it looked like it might have been deflected. It's going to be given as a goal kick.
A goal kick? What? Okay. Never mind. Turkey is getting the ball back. Okay. The site can't be reached. That's weird. That's okay. I'll be here on the YouTube anyways. I just figured I'd give you the option.
Scally, strong header win there. Jenny, you're right down by the U.S. bench. What have you been seeing lately?
there's no denying that the energy shifted a bit after that second goal from Turkey. Tyler Adams actively coaching his guys from the bench, trying to get the group going a little bit. Even the intensity of the bench players warming up in front of me has clearly been stepped up as we look to see how the U.S. responds to a bit of this adversity right now, John.
And Stu, it's fair to say there's probably a lot of guys down there who would love to get on the field and change this and are not going to be given the opportunity for very good reason. Celik around the outside. Celik crossing in. Berhalter heads away. Özcan. Arda Güler, lovely touch. Gets it back, keeps it moving. Arda Güler one more time, cleared away by Miles Robinson.
Well, they're working really well down the outsides, Turkey. They're putting the U.S. under a lot of pressure. When you're forcing Aronson and Weah to come back so deep and defend, that means you've got control of the game. But when they, with this system, are able to get their fullbacks that high and then have overlapping and then cutting back and having so many numbers, they're looking very dynamic. I'm sure there's a lot of Turkish fans back home thinking, where was this team for the first 2 games of the tournament?
Ooh, their goalie just hammered it out of bounds. Gives it right back to the U.S.
One of the things Mauricio Pochettino said to us yesterday at the team's training camp, we know whatever group we put on the field can compete and perform. We are seeing it every day in practice. We need all 26 guys to believe that they are trusted, important parts of this team, because a lot of them might be needed later in the tournament. Injuries and suspensions.
And I just don't think for the U.S. right now, it's a little bit more of a diamond look in the midfield where Berhalter's at the base and you've got McKennie and Reyna split either side and they want Pepe dropping underneath. But look at all the Turkish numbers in there. Because they're playing this 5-4-1, they've got a nice shell in front. U.S. not using the space or isolating the ringers. Everything Weah wants to do, he's coming back. Same with Aronson. The speed of play the U.S. are playing at is almost a turnover. Berhalter did well.
And then he gets a chunk taken out of his leg for his effort, but that was an important intervention to prevent the giveaway and the quick run the other way.
But that's almost the part of the field I was talking about where Turkey are trying to set you up to play into that bucket of the midfield they have to win the ball and then quickly counter. The U.S. have forced a couple too many passes into that area that have turned into really easy turnovers. There, that's a good run.
Weah making the run from Weston McKennie. Going to be a tight offside. Weah from the ball line. Cuts it in front. Chucker able to control.
USA in the attack, but keeper gets it.
Well, we play on because Turkey have the ball and they're carrying forward. The U.S. got to scramble back. Trusty gets nutmegged. Able to recover it, but then commits the foul. Arda Güler's feeling confident down there this evening.
Going in minute 39.
Such a special young player.
But also, I think you are seeing a team in Turkey that's playing with freedom, knowing that they have absolutely nothing to lose here. So that's part of the aggression and the freedom and the tricks, the flicks. And they're here to spoil this party in Los Angeles.
Come on.
That foul.
Turkey gets it. Free kick for Turkey. U.S. making a wall. Oh, they need to make something happen. Coming up on the 40-minute mark.
Turkey stands over this free kick. They sweep it in. Turner stays at home. Header knocked in front, and that clipped off of. It looked like a U.S. defender. Call was given as a goal kick on the field. It's been changed now to a corner.
Yeah, pretty clearly off Miles Robinson there.
First corner of the game for Turkey. 5 minutes to go plus stoppage time here in the first half. U.S. held the lead for a little under 8 minutes with the early goal.
Corner kick for Turkey.
And he'll roll the corner short. Trying to get it back. Aronson was able to block the pass in. And then Yildiz just misplays it.
U.S. gets it. Here we go, USA. Here we go.
You get a sense of the momentum swings that we have seen here this evening. And coming up the Visa halftime show on Fox, Rebecca and team up to 4:05 in the studio. Rob and his crew here in the stadium in Los Angeles. Including a look at what's happening in the other game in the group, Paraguay and Australia. As you said, if it
Still
finishes a
tied.
tie, both teams will be going through. It's only the loser might have to sweat it out for a couple days. Good turn by Ricardo Pepi. Weston McKennie.
U.S. on the attack.
To the outside. McKennie.
Outside of the box.
U.S. corner.
That's a better move that time because the U.S. midfield was spread out, not making it easy to mark.
Woo.
It opened up the space centrally.
Here we
Pepi
go.
gets
Corner
turned.
kick.
Great ball in.
Gotta make something
from
happen.
McKenzie. Now you're running all of a sudden at the back line for Turkey. That little turn from Pepi, really excellent. Just being available.
Taken short.
Crosser. Oh.
In the air was close to Pepi. And now it's a dangerous counterattack for Turkey. They got Yilmaz running through the center. It was just too far in front of him, and Berhalter made the sprint to win the ball back. Pepi making a big run there. McKennie elects to hold it. The U.S. has not lost a World Cup game in which they've scored first since 1950.
USA. USA.
Reyna for Aronson. Reyna trying to create space. Couldn't cut it back inside cleanly. Crowded off it. And they don't want to break that streak tonight, the U.S. And Yildiz running the other way. Yilmaz furthest forward. Still Yildiz. And Miles Robinson gets a foot in to block out for a corner.
There's some conversation.
Turkey is going to get this corner.
Just your writer's
Coming up on
screen,
43
where
minutes.
Scally's saying to Miles Robinson, I needed your help there. I made a 40, 50-yard track back. And eventually then Robinson came out to come and help and closes down the shot from Yildiz.
Those moments are tough, though, when you go from a great
Corner
attacking
kick for Turkey.
opportunity, then you're scrambling defensively on the other end. Kokcu to take the corner. Into the near post. Miles Robinson pops it straight in the air. Header comes backwards. U.S. still scrambling. It's a foul against Turkey. It's a U.S. free kick.
Ah, there we go. Well, time is getting low, though. I don't know if the U.S. can do anything with this much time left.
I think there ends up being a push in the back at the near post. Not on this one, but then right there. Yilmaz pushing in the back of Berhalter. A couple different plays. Ends up being whistle dead.
Mustafa Gorbal, the referee, was just holding
Coming up on 44 minutes.
the restart for the U.S. there to give Antonio Garcia, the video assistant referee,
U.S. trying to get it to midfield.
see if there's anything else in there. Berhalter has Weah making a run. Goes short to Tim Weah. Did he get himself back on side? Looks like he did. Weah, who was a starter at the last World Cup, drives it forward. Couldn't get across away.
Oh, he's
Needs
pushing
some
him
help.
back.
Tackle
Oh,
for a US throw.
And he doesn't want to go ideally to his left. He wants to come in onto the right. He's playing
US
on the
throwing in.
opposite side. But really,
running out of
he's
time.
being defended really well by Aiden.
Into Pepi. He's muscled off the ball there. Kabak, the defender. Miles Robinson for Weston McKennie. Thinking about it. McKennie saved.
Oh.
Held. Turkish defenders first to the rebound. Third save for Çakır. Berhalter
Oh.
by Arda. Berhalter's going to have a word. Those two go face to face. Referee's going to give a free kick to the U.S.
Let's go.
Berhalter on a yellow, and he knows
They're getting
this, so
chippy.
He's trying to tread the line a little bit. Guler also knows he's on a yellow. He's trying to push him over the line. Weston McKennie has a look. He has no options to his right. Thinks, why not? I'll take this. Good strike. Bounced up. Takes a little deflection on the way through. Makes it difficult for Çakır here. And you see,
Oh, that's why it went low. It was deflected.
Dive to be able to make that save.
6 added minutes here at the end of the first half.
6 out of minutes.
Ercan Çakır, 3 saves
Free kick
tonight.
for
He had 3
US.
saves total
It's a good
in the
opportunity.
first 2 games. It's played short and wide for Weah. Back to Berhalter, hooks it in. That should
be a corner.
No, it's going to be a foul against the U.S.
Wow.
The second half for the U.S. You got a couple guys who might get some minutes as well. Haji Wright, Zendejas. That's a little push on the back for McKennie.
This
The
is
first
crazy.
thing I would do, though, was flip the wingers. I'd have Aronson on the left, Weah on the right. Neither of them have been involved enough in the game. Gio Reyna not getting enough from him in the attacking part of the field, but I think more importantly, you're not getting the same intensity and pressure
USA.
from the forward part of the
USA.
field defensively, and that has previously set the tone in the games for the U.S. and made the game easier for them on the defensive side.
Cooler takes it out of the air. Scally first to react, although he's got immediate pressure. Miles Robinson couldn't angle the pass for Weah, who slipped anyway. Chelik coming forward. Reyna wins it, had Pepe, but couldn't get it away. Oschan, good tackle to win it back. Early cross in. Scally off the chest. That'll do for Matt Turner. And he wants to get Weston McKennie on the run.
Safe for the U.S. Now
McKennie
they're working their way
evades the
towards
tackle.
Mill.
Kukchu, at least for the moment. And a bit of a heavy touch there. Although Scally's first there. U.S. throw.
U.S. throw, okay. Here we go. Approaching
There's
minute
intensity in
47
the
with
game,
6
there's
added minutes
intensity
in
to
the first half.
environment. That's why we said don't fall in the trap of thinking this is a meaningless game for either team.
USA.
Scally for Reyna. Reyna for Aronson. Wasn't quite ready for it. Reyna picks it back up. That'll be a U.S. corner.
Okay, corner kick for the U.S. Come on. They got to put another one in.
Halter hooks it in. Trusty.
Oh.
Couldn't get over it.
The header was beautiful, but just went right over the
Great
top.
look from Trusty. The timing of the run's great and the delivery great. He gets a
Oh.
great leap, almost too good of a leap. I think he gets just up
Yeah.
above this one.
It's because he
little too
jumped
early.
so high.
Can't get the ball down under the crossbar. He knows it, the frustration on his face. What a great look at the end of the first half to tie the game.
Still 3 minutes to play in this half. Boy, Pepe getting manhandled there by the defender. Kabak, who comes out of there with the ball. Aiden now gets it in. Turner tracking. Good solid take for him. Starter at the last World Cup. Back up at this one. I'll try to find ways to get him in a going in a rhythm. There's a World Cup winning goalkeeper, Hugo Lloris, now with LAFC and MLS in the building tonight. First World Cup in 20 years in which he's not playing. Halter.
Oh my God.
Way out.
U.S. on the attack.
And
Oh.
offside flag is going to negate Weah's
Oh.
appeal for a foul there.
It's going to be offsides on the U.S.
He's been trying to time this run. That would have been close. He looked, at least to my eye there, that he was potentially onside. But they let that play develop, and that would have been reviewed. He's been trying to get that run, though, where he's staying wide, and it just hasn't quite come off so far for the U.S. But I think that's
What's up,
why
everybody? How we
I'm
doing?
feeling it could be
6
more
extra
dangerous
minutes
on the other
added to the
side,
first
where you
half,
can
so
be
we're
running
approaching
inside where it's a little bit
the
feels better
50th
to
minute
use the
here.
options of
Running out of
squaring the
time
ball,
for the U.S.
finding
to get a
crosses
final
that could be
attack in
dangerous
before
for
this
the US
first
to get
half
across
ends.
the box.
Is this substitutions at halftime? Is it tactical tweaks?
Turkey
Is it
A
just a
playing it
rousing
safe.
motivational speech?
Perhaps all the above. Made 9 changes. To
USA
the lineup
getting
coming
on
in
it.
This one. There's a couple go.
Pepe, did he get back on side? He
Oh.
couldn't control it anyway.
Ugh.
Chuck here.
It's another good
aggressive.
look, too.
Boots
Ooh.
that one 10 rows up.
You also have a guy called Christian Pulisic in the wings and waiting. And how long does he want to?
McKennie crossing in errantly. Is this the right game for him? We've seen some physical moments.
I'll tell you in about the 60th, 65th minute. We'll see how the second half goes. And I'm sure that's what Mauricio Pochettino's thinking as well.
Last chance for USA. If they're going to get an attack right now.
Montella on the other side
gotta happen
so
now.
badly needs his team to put in this kind of performance to get a result, just to try to calm the waters at home. And about 30 seconds to go in a half in which the U.S. led early, 2 minutes and 15 seconds in.
USA.
Lasted a little over 7 minutes before Turkey ended up taking the lead. Brendan Aronson to the corner is going to chase this down. And support from Joe Scally. Scally cuts it infield, clips it up in the air. Reyna waiting for it, not going to get it, at least at first. U.S. will get a throw out of it. Final seconds of the half. Does the referee give him time enough? No.
That's
He's going
it.
to end the half there. So the U.S.
End of the first half.
Knowing for sure they're going through as group winners. Some frustration, some adversity, and the Turkish fans so disappointed.
I don't think Team USA is going to go up that easy. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. And so we're going to be going to halftime here, which will be, I would say, at least 10-15 minutes of ad time. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and try to put up something to play. Put on some music on the background. All right.
Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
And I will be right back. Hey, Renica, welcome back. So we're currently in halftime right now, so just put some music on to kill the time in between. Or as we like to say, the meantime in between time. I really hope Team USA can start generating some more pressure this second. Because they got off to a really hot start. So hopefully they just keep it going. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Still currently in halftime. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Maybe coming back soon. Trying to keep my eye on the screen. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Looks like we might be coming back.
From LA to KC. Got the reaction after Austin Trusty banged one home near post in the 3rd minute to give the United States yet another early lead at this World Cup, but they have given it right back to Turkey, and for the first time this tournament at the break, they trail. Scoreline 2-1. Rob, Carly, Clint, Alexi back here with you. One of the conversation points coming into this game would be, when would we see that man, Christian Pulisic? Clint, when would you like to see him on the field?
Sooner rather than later, hopefully in the 60th minute. I think he's going to come on and change the game. I think it's going to be more open and his for the taking. And momentum is a real thing. You saw a few boos at halftime. We need to get things back on track.
Mauricio Pochettino making his way out onto the field. As of now, Carly, I don't see any subs have been made.
Yeah, look, it wasn't a great first half. I think the first 10 minutes they came out strong and did well. Now we're going to see what this team is made of. They've had a near perfect start for this World Cup, and you're going to have to weather the storms throughout this World Cup. There's going to be ups and downs, and these players have to dig deep. They've got to come out stronger this next half, figure out it tactically, whatever is needed, and subs are going to make a difference.
We will see you on the post-game show. Now we send it back upstairs. John Strom, Stu Holden.
Rob, ironically enough, these two teams faced off in a friendly just about a year ago in Hartford, Connecticut. Only a handful of players in this game tonight played in that game. But the exact same thing happened. The U.S. scored super early. Turkey has scored twice, had a 2-1 lead at the break, ended up winning the game 2-1. Can the U.S. find a way to change that outcome tonight? Can this
All right,
group of
we're
players
back.
and anyone off the bench keep this train rolling, keep a perfect record in the group stage going for a first time ever for the United States? We know who they're playing. We know when they're playing in the next round. It's a matter of how they get there. And indeed, no changes made for either side at the break. What are you looking for here early second half?
Who's going to set the tone from both sides? This Turkey A team, that's a good-looking ball out to way. It's going to sail out. This Turkey A team came to play, and they came with nothing to play for other than to spoil the party and go home with a little bit of pride. You'd like to see this U.S. group do the same thing now. Really set the tone in this second half. Play with an intensity. Move the ball.
Come
quickly,
on,
be
USA.
dynamic, be powerful.
We're back.
That's what we've seen from them throughout this tournament. Can they get back to that, and can they find something and potentially go on and win this game?
Kenny won the header. It's knocked down. Good job by Pepe throwing his body in there. That allows Aronson to collect, and he has his pocket picked from behind. Clean tackle, says the referee. And then he says clean tackle by Weston McKennie to win it back. Reyna for Weah. Weah to the byline, cutting it back. No one there except for Ozcan to clear. Mark McKenzie, we're still resuming hostilities there with Yilmaz up front. Helps to win the ball back. Gio Reyna. And Tim Weah once more.
USA on the attack.
Yeah, Aiden's defending him well, really well. Been saying that all game. As soon as Tim Weah gets the ball, he is closing down that space so aggressively. And I think when you see a defender play that way, sometimes as a winger, you can play the ball and then move quickly off it. If you see your guy coming, there's going to be space in behind. I think that's something you could potentially look for if Weah can combine with Gio Reyna. That's an underhit ball. It's going to work.
Get away with it there because Celik couldn't take it cleanly. Long for Tim Weah to chase. Does he have the speed? No. It's going to be cleared out for a U.S. throw. Jenny, real quick, what's the word from the U.S. coaching staff?
Well, the first thing Jesus Perez told me, it was a difficult first half for us. They have quality players, precise playing inside. We need to be better. He did like some of their options more from set plays. He said the effort is there. We will compete and try to win it in the second half. He expects much more intensity to start the second half.
And Aronson winning a corner for the U.S., number 6 of the game.
And you're hearing the crowd getting a lift. I think that's important early stages of this second half to do what they did at the beginning of the first.
USA.
Excited.
Played short, Aronson. Berhalter clipping it, back post. Trusty was in the area, didn't get a leap off. Gio Reyna trying for the same thing he did against Paraguay. Takes the deflection, punched away there. Chakir, the goalkeeper, might have been able to just take that catch cleanly, but he gives the U.S. a throw instead. McKenzie's going to come across. Referee already giving the count as McKenzie tries to load up the long throw. Man down for the U.S. Ball's knocked down. Follow-up shot.
Oh, let's go, Team USA. Let's go. 2-2. Beautiful shot. Just attack it.
Well, it's not his first goal for the United States, but it's definitely his best. Long throw into the box, U.S. putting pressure again on the set pieces. It's normally Berhalter putting the set pieces in. Instead, this time it's a throw. He's on top of the box. Watch the technique right here. Stay over the top of it. Hits it with the laces into the ground.
Beautiful shot. What a kick.
In at the near post. Grabs the ball and says, let's go. We're not done.
USA. USA.
For the U.S. at a World Cup. His mom was a national title winner at North Carolina. This is a
That's
young
what
man
USA
built
needed.
for this. given his opportunity just in the last year to play for the United States. Second career goal for Sebastian Berhalter. They scored 2 minutes 15 seconds into the first half. They score 3 minutes and 6 seconds into the second half. And now Berhalter under some pressure. Matt Turner able to get rid of it. Switch for Yildiz, too long.
Let's go. USA is going to get it back.
Knocks it forward. Reyna trying to steer it further to Ricardo Pepi. U.S. players, including Christian Pulisic, have just gone to start warming up to the side of the U.S. bench.
And you did get a shot of Mauricio Pochettino and his coaching staff leaning over, kind of having the conversation, and that is absolutely the start to the second half that he and this team would have wanted. Now, what do you do from that? Do you let your levels drop, or do you keep going and you keep that intensity high? That is the strength of this group.
Berhalter first at a loose ball. Aronson has Pepi on the run. Pepi's cut off.
Oh, he's what?
Just enough there by Kabak,
He's putting his hands all over him. That's crazy. Pepi stifled on the attack.
Ken Yildiz on the run. Trusty tracking that one. Backdoor is able to recover and knock it out in front of Aiden.
USA.
Flip long for Yildiz to chase. Miles Robinson is there first. McKennie, Aronson. And he's hauled to the ground.
Wow.
Wanted to go quick.
Wow. It's getting chippy.
The ball out was blocked. And now it's taken quickly again into the space for Tim Weah. Aiden able to recover his position, and Weah was offside.
Too many times.
Oh my God.
When you try to make these runs, you're living on the edge a little bit. But he's looking right down the line right now. He can see where the back line is
jumping.
from Turkey. As hard as it is, as much as you see the space, as much as the timing of the run is important, you have to try to keep yourself on side. It's too many times for Weah in this game.
And that's not just line of sight from the assistant referee. That is the semi-automated offside technology is assisting in that call in the moment. Because a couple of those have been awful tight. It's going to be a foul committed by Miles Robinson. Tomorrow across our Fox Network's top spot in Group I on the line. Terrific game. Erling Haaland in Norway. Kylian Mbappe.
Paraguay and Australia still tied 0-0.
Senegal needs a big win against Iraq, looking for their first ever World Cup result. Senegal trying to sneak in as a third place finisher. Coverage starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific.
Wow.
On Fox and FS1. Berhalter on the receiving end of a tough knock there. Slow to get to his feet. That's how it looks. Australia and Paraguay still scoreless up in Santa Clara. And it wouldn't be a guaranteed thing if it finishes drawn that both are through. It would still be a bit of a nervy wait next couple days for Paraguay as the group stage wraps up Saturday night. See how all the other third place finishers end up. Weah picked it up and kept it in play for Pepi, who reverses it, gets it back. Weston McKennie.
USA on the attack.
And that was was a good job there by Kochu to jump
Intercepted by
passing lane.
Turkey.
Quickly the other way, Yilmaz
Oh,
trying to get Yildiz on the run. Good work by Miles Robinson there to break that up. Scan the QR code on the screen. Vote for your Michelob Ultra Superior Player of the Match. Sebastian Berhalter, goal and an assist. Not a bad choice so far. His first career World Cup start. Spent the World Cup as a spectator with his dad, both as player and coach. Now on the field and being impactful for the United States tonight in this heavily changed team in a game that they don't need anything from a standing standpoint. They know they're winning the group. They know they're playing Bosnia and Herzegovina Wednesday night in Santa Clara. But a chance to do something no U.S. team has ever done before at a men's World Cup. Win all 3 games in the group stage.
yeah, that's exactly. They don't want to. It doesn't matter if they go through. They just want to keep pushing. USA.
The word from Jenny Taft downstairs. Christian Pulisic, imminent.
USA working their way up to midfield.
Receiving instructions from the assistant coaches. This place is going to go bananas. Aronson from Berhalter had to get the referee out of his way. One of the better spells of possession we've seen from the U.S. in a while.
Team USA on the attack. Taking their time, trying to set up something.
Miles Robinson just walking it forward. Gio Reyna. Joe Scally. And Scally was offside.
Oh, another offside.
There you go.
Too many offsides.
The fans are not reacting to that. The fans are reacting to Mia Hamm and Julie Foudy on the video board.
And they're going to react just as loudly, I would imagine, for Christian Pulisic coming into this game. But awesome to see a couple of U.S. women's national team legends in the building.
That's okay, Renica.
See who Pulisic will replace. Took a kick in the left calf in practice.
I responded to your last message, but I thought you maybe you'd taken off or something when you said you were back.
He has not played since.
So USA scored their first goal in the first 2 minutes, and then coming out of the second half, they scored their second goal in the first 3 minutes. So now we're tied 2-2. 2-2. Weah's coming out for Pulisic. Is that how you say his name?
And the last time we saw him on the field in this building in game 1 for that 45 minutes against Paraguay, he was unplayable. Just lightning quick combination plays, so dangerous on the dribble. Quick touch there inside, and he's going to want it. He's missed out on being a part of that last win.
Yilmaz beaten to by Miles Robinson, out for a Turkey throw. That was part of Pulisic's conversation with Jenny at U.S. practice yesterday. Sitting, watching, celebrating, but itching to get back on the field. The last game and a half on the bench.
Turkey on the attack.
Arda Güler. After a long spell of U.S. possession, a long spell of Turkish possession. Willie's got it away from 2. U.S. trying to chase a little bit more here. And Molly running forward, already 1 assist.
Let's go. Turner with the save.
It's got Gio Reyna out on the near side.
Oh, they're looking to turn this into a little fast break. Oh.
As he releases it, here's Christian Pulisic on the ball, on the run for the first time. And Pepe will cycle it around for Reyna. Pulisic wants it back. He's got his arm up. It's clipped in. It's Christian Pulisic.
Oh,
Perfect.
he had a good
It's out for
chance.
US corner.
Coming in to sub.
It is running, takes the ball
Pulisic
across
just
his body,
calls
instant
for it.
thought,
They
run
give
the
it to
back
him.
line. Now he's got his hands
It's
up
a good
and
try.
he's onside. Lovely little chip ball from Reyna.
Yeah, his
finding Pulisic, who
positioning,
just
his
can't
awareness
quite
of
get
not
his
going
body
off
in front there,
sides.
but he has won this
Beautiful
corner
timing.
for the U.S., and they have been dangerous on virtually every single set piece.
Sebastian Berhalter to take. Goal and assist tonight. And Trusty couldn't do anything with that.
But I'm sure there's people thinking, why would you put Pulisic into a game like this? That for the U.S. doesn't really change a lot. Well, the reason you put him into a game like this is because you don't want him going almost 3 weeks without having been on the field. As Julie Ertz and Jill Ellis, World Cup winning coach for the U.S. women's national team and World Cup winning
Teammate of
player.
ours last summer as
Indeed.
well. Julie Ertz for a little bit.
But you want Pulisic getting the feel and the speed of the game and touches on the ball and confidence, and he might find a goal in this game, and that just boosts him and makes him feel like he's back. You can't replicate games in trainings, and even he's got to trust the left leg as well to know he can still do it. And he's not second guessing it, so you can see he looked sharp early in his touches, but that's why you get him into a game like this and get him some real match time.
And Vincenzo Montella, the Turkish coach, with one of his assistants in a long animated chat there, pointing to that far side of the field. Trying to figure out their counter move here. Half an hour to go in Los Angeles. Both teams have led tonight.
Say,
Teams know for sure what happens
USA,
next. The Americans on the
USA.
declare the round of 32. The Turks are going.
Pulisic.
Pulisic's on the run.
He's on the attack.
Pulisic saved, rebound,
Oh my God. They almost got another one.
What a ball from Berhalter.
Wow.
But watch where Pulisic starts on the run. He's at the top of the screen. He's staying as wide as he can to be able to run inside and time the run really well. He's got Pepe across, can't quite pick him out. I wondered if Pulisic would maybe cut it back onto the right foot. And then even there, Aronson tries to take that one first time. He had so much time. I don't think he realized how much time he had to maybe take a touch, settle himself, and get a better look at goal. But instantly you see the impact of having a player like Pulisic with his ability to just constantly put a back line under pressure. Great ball out from Berhalter, though.
Joe Scally's
Come
hurt
on,
behind the
Team
play,
USA.
moving very gingerly right now. Here he is on the ball. See if it's just something he can work his way through. The U.S. bench were very animated trying to talk to him, figure out if they need to make a sub. The U.S. statistically dominant tonight. Can they make that dominance pay? Here's Pulisic once more. U.S. multiple players look like getting ready to come on.
USA in the attack.
Scally,
Crosser.
cross. Pepe, Pulisic,
Oh.
off the post. Aronson will keep it in play. McKennie blocks.
Oh my God.
Spins in behind for a corner.
Oh,
The
but the
goalkeeper
keeper for
down
Turkey, he's hurting now. USA almost scored again.
The crowd
Wow.
responding to what they're seeing in this second half. It's been a totally different game. Turkey now, the team sitting on top of their box. They can't get out of pressure. U.S. overwhelming them. And they've got a ball into the box. You've got three players attacking the ball. Pulisic doesn't know too much about this and almost scores off his shin. And Shakir reacts to it. Does he get a touch? He did. Look at that, the left fingertip. As Pulisic just redirects it, really not knowing much. Would that have snuck in? I'm not sure. But it's a terrific save. And in doing so, he's injured himself. He's
Oh
still
yeah,
down
he
getting treatment.
committed for that
And then he
dive
cut that
and he
ball
just
out to
landed on his
Aronson,
shoulder.
found McKennie.
Probably knocked the wind out of himself. I've done that where you
That
jump.
is what the roar was for. You just heard.
Will Ferrell.
And those of us that watch a lot of Major League Soccer, one of the owners right there of LAFC, the great Will Ferrell. This is Berhalter. What a goal that was the focus really to stay on top of that. Goes through a lot of bodies, through the legs of Ozcan.
How hard is that? It looks simple.
It's
how
very
hard is that?
Well, how often do you see that one blasted over the top of the crossbar? Because guys are trying to hit it too hard. If you focus on technique in that moment, it's still hard. So that was a terrific goal, and it really took the net off. That started the tone of this second half, and it feels like now the U.S. really on top, pushing for a third. But it's really, Turkey haven't had the ball. They haven't had possession because the U.S. have made it difficult for them. They're not sitting back off them.
And you see the huge statistical edge the U.S. has. Ercan Çakır, the Turkish goalkeeper, getting treatment all the while. The U.S. do have Alex Freeman and Max Arston, not at the fourth official's position, but in the bench area, looking like they might be about to come on. U.S. are preparing to take a corner.
I think the keeper from Turkey is going to tough it out.
So
He's staying in.
Goalkeeper here. You've got some real momentum in the building.
Oh, they're pushing already.
Berhalter,
USA with the corner. Header.
wide.
Oh. Little left.
That was asking a lot
Not a bad
to
try.
steer that on frame.
That's a tough one because he's coming back away from the goal to try to redirect that one to the far post. Just even the body language of the U.S. players when they're pressing. I'm seeing Pepe. He's down in almost a sprinter stance, ready to come and put instant pressure on the ball. They forced Turkey into a turnover. Now the U.S. a little slow there.
Comes wide. Kenan Yildiz. Joe Scally, is he 100% right now? He's backing up, defending. Yildiz hands it off. El Mali into the middle. Dangerous ball. Austin Trusty, the only man there to get it clear. That ball's going to stay and play to midfield.
Wow.
And you see Trusty talking to his teammates. And the referee is doing a good job because that ball went out of play at midfield. And Turkey were trying to take the throw in a lot closer to goal. The United States will play in the round of 32 next Wednesday night in Santa Clara against Bosnia-Herzegovina. Coverage starting.
They're going to play in Santa Clara at Levi's Stadium where the 49ers play.
Right here on Fox.
Let's go.
It's going to be a wild scene. It's an incredible opportunity. The opportunity the U.S. has, if they can win that game, they go back to Seattle in the round of 16. They would play a quarterfinal here in L.A. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance the next couple of weeks for these American men. What can they do with it? And we will have our second half
hydration break. All right. We'll be back after a short advertisement.
It is 2-all here.
2-all. All right. Let's see if I can pull up that other tab real quick. So we're just not listening to nothing. And I'll be right back. Let's get
It would
back
be a
into
World
it.
Cup debut for Alex Zendejas, the last man to make the roster, coming off of a monster couple of years in Mexico with Club America.
Approaching the 75th minute of the second half.
Pepe wins the header. Shelik hooks it in the middle of the field, pop forward. McKenzie strong enough there on Yilmaz. Pulisic wants this ball. He gets it with immediate company. What sort of burst does he have coming off the injury? Instead rolls it inside for Brendan Aronson. Aronson across for Scally. McKennie. Scally hooks it in the middle, no one there.
Turkey clearing the USA attack. This game's still tied 2-all.
Turkey yet to make any subs here this evening. They changed their lineup out quite a bit, knowing they're eliminated from contention to move on. Quarter hour to go, and those three subs are ready and waiting for the U.S. as it comes wide to Weston McKennie. Joe Scally couldn't quite accelerate to that ball, although it's going to be pressure on the defender there.
Corner kick for USA.
Good work, Joe Scally, U.S. corner.
Brad Pitt's on his feet. He's excited. Let's go.
And the U.S. is saying that they do want to make the subs. Yes. Gio Reyna first to come off. Brendan Aronson is next. Had a great chance to score a few minutes ago.
USA. USA. Substitution. Aronson is coming out. Zendejas is coming in. Number 11 for 26. Swap forward.
Alex Freeman coming off the goal in Seattle. Dest has had a terrific tournament. And the U.S. one remaining available substitution. Dest immediately on the ball.
U.S. on the attack. Rolls are short. Attacks. What a shot. Oh my God.
So too.
He lost his plant foot and everything.
From our angle here, we're diagonally behind this one, and as he comes across on his left foot,
Oh my God, he barely missed it. What a great shot. Pulisic.
The set piece short, and nobody came out to pressure Pulisic. He takes it onto his left. He thinks, all right, you're going to let me shoot.
Oh, Turkey A on the attack now.
McKenzie needs some help. US
Intercepted by the U.S. Let's go. Oh, they're duking it. They're going back and forth.
Weston McKennie win that ball. Yildiz rolls it forward.
Back to the U.S. Oh, advancing to Pepe. Oh,
how about slides across the deal with
stifled.
And another slip, that time by Zendejas.
They got numbers wide here, Turkey. They've got an opportunity. The U.S. got to rotate over.
Hayden, Yilmaz, working on Mark McKenzie. McKenzie able to force him back. McKenzie got to be careful here. There's pressure coming. Hits the eject button. Reminder, James Corden and the After Hours crew on Fox tonight. Not just a nightly wrap-up of today's World Cup action, but so much fun that they're having. Some terrific segments. Rebecca Lowe kicking
Turkey advancing up.
I saw that
last night.
Put it out by the U.S.
Tonight at a special time after your local news. What a great addition to our team James Corden has been.
Turkey
here at this
got
World
it
Cup.
safe.
We've got 12
Back
minutes
defender
plus
back to the
stoppage time
goalie.
go here in
Goalie
Los
coming
Angeles.
up.
Before we start the clock for Wednesday night in Santa Clara, round of 32, winner go home.
Turkey
Bosnia-Herzegovina, the
getting it across midfield, trying to advance.
Cover a bit now. They're on their heels defending. Yilmaz running forward. Like to come across. Not all the way cleared. Arteguler held it in. Kenan Yildiz has it now. Yildiz.
Oh, what a beautiful save.
Well, that was a shot across. And now transition the other way. Pulisic.
USA keeper. Beautiful save.
Forward. He's got Weston McKennie making a big run. It was a bit under hit for Berhalter there, and it's a turnover. And it's now Turkey the other way. In for Arteguler. Yildiz. Kokcu. U.S. able to recover their numbers behind the ball.
USA. USA. Turkey on the attack. Taking their time with it. Trying to stretch US out.
Here's Arteguler out wide. It's good work by Freeman to knock it away. Des throws a body in. US.
Des wants the ball here.
Oh.
Go quickly.
Here they go. It had to wait for it, and wasn't quite able to pull that off. Serginho Dest.
Back to Turkey.
Wasn't quite the throw he was hoping for as well. 10 minutes to go. Yilmaz in, Kokcu out. Aiden, Kokcu.
Turkey on the attack. Shot is way off.
And finally, Turkey are going to go to their bench and make a couple of changes. As Kokcu scored in the first half for Turkey, puts that one well over.
Approaching the 81st minute.
Played in by Freeman. Dest looks hungry for the ball. The way he has the whole tournament. He's been a player we've talked a lot about, his 1v1 dynamic movements, his intensive running.
And he's feeling confident right now after a couple of years of injuries. We saw him yesterday after practice, and we're trying to explain to him the permutations, who are they going to play, and he basically said, we'll play whoever. Bring them on. All right. It's not disrespect for an opponent. It's confidence in what you're doing as a team. Pulisic is in Zendejas for help. And Pulisic has it poked away. Trusty stepping forward. Couldn't win the ball back. And again, as we said, 2 subs in the wings for Turkey, their first of the game. They know they're going on a plane home tomorrow to a very unhappy Turkish public. Regardless of what happens here, can they at least provide something positive for themselves and their people? Would have been a long-awaited return to a World Cup for the first time since 2002. But a disastrous World Cup in the end, eliminated after losing the first 2 games and not scoring a goal. Good U.S. pressure.
USA on the attack.
Zendejas has Pulisic calling for it. Berhalter, Weston McKennie, good spot. McKennie is trying to cut it outside. He lost his footing as he loses the ball. Now here comes Turkey in transition. Yildiz running forward. Swept away from behind. Mark McKenzie. Boy, players are slipping all over the place. Arda Güler picks it up. Berhalter defending. Arda Güler got Berhalter on ice skates. Rolled to the far side. Too far for Yilmaz.
Turkey on the attack.
Now for the support. Trusty defending. Rolled in. Good cutback. Aiden's cross. Popped in the air. Miles Robinson. Turner staying at home. Robinson able to get it clear. Zendejas pressure, but he couldn't get to that ball in time. Bardakci carries forward.
Yeah, frenetic sequence there for the U.S. defensively, but doing enough. Ball turned
slipping
over,
and sliding.
Yeah, slipping and sliding everywhere.
Everybody's sliding on this grass.
As you referenced, Berhalter ends up going to ground.
It's like this grass just feels extra wet, and everybody's slipping.
He was going to hit it with his left foot, and to be able to make him to have
Pulisic gets taken out hard.
You go to ground and you're out of the play a little bit. He doesn't want to hit it with his
He's
right.
good though.
So then
He's up on his feet, moving around.
Was gone, but there's all over the field right now on both sides. Players who are having to make hard cuts are slipping and sliding.
30-year-old Çağlar Söyüncü will make his World Cup debut, replacing Çelik at right back. Can Özun will come on as well.
Turkey substitution.
Frenetic chase of Paraguay in the last game. Kenan Yildiz makes way for him. That was Pulisic running in stride, and Zendejas couldn't play the pass in, and then commits a foul trying to prevent the breakout the other way. And we've made this point. It's okay, Gundogan, who's Davor is there. We've made this point a couple times, it's worth repeating. This result doesn't affect anything for the U.S. other than momentum, feeling, energy, emotion.
But there's a much better feeling and momentum in this second
half. There's a wonderful opportunity for what we've already seen, to your point. It's been a better second half. A wonderful opportunity to punch in a winning goal here. And what that would mean for this building and for the fans across the country. Malik Tillman is preparing to enter 5th and final substitution for the United States. You see how statistically dominant it's been. Both teams have led.
You just hear him chanting USA. USA.
Now Turner in between Pepe and Pulisic. And then Trusty put it behind Zendejas.
Turkey on the attack.
Didn't get the pass. Özun just on the field. Here's Özun again. Gets inside of Zendejas.
Turkey is still in the attack. Some nice passing, actually.
And Trusty blocked the cross. That was Aiden, in fact.
Throw in for Turkey.
Weston McKennie will make way. He's put a lot of minutes in. He's one of the guys that Mauricio Pochettino said came in with a great rhythm. That's why he was trusted today. He's going to hand the captain's armband to Christian Pulisic. He's going to run off on the far side of the field.
McKennie coming out.
A large ovation from the crowd. He's just
all the Finns. Tillman's coming in. The crowd is very appreciative of McKennie's effort.
Creating chances all over the field. Doesn't matter
Played a
what
lot of
position
minutes.
you put him in. He's made this team better. It's what we expected and hoped.
Everything you would have hoped from him the season he's had. More to come. More important things to come for this U.S. team, for all of them. The tournament really gets
USA
real
gets
next
possession.
Week.
They're starting to move up.
Couldn't take it forward. Able to recycle it. Berhalter able to keep it. Final minute to the group stage. know the site, we know the date, we know the opponent for the next U.S. game in the knockout stage. How do they arrive? That becomes the question. Alex Sendejas now. First chance really for him to do something big on the ball with some space and time. They use Pulisic as a decoy. He'll hook across in. Pepe wasn't in there. It's not fully cleared. Pulisic battling there. It's knocked free. Tillman. Back heel. Pulisic has Sendejas. And the offside flag comes up. So the suggestion is that Pulisic was offside when Tillman backheeled it.
It's fun when they get into these little situations. We'll see who ended up being offside. Was it Pulisic on?
He doesn't really look offside to me.
His right leg as he was trying to come back onto.
Yeah, that's.
To get himself onside.
Ugh.
But when they get in those little situations, the little combination plays that the U.S. have, and all the guys that are comfortable, tight spaces, knocking the ball 1-2 touch.
Turkey A making their subs.
Goal is subbed off. Kana Ayan, 31-year-old, born in Germany, making his World Cup debut. He's been playing for Turkey A for a decade. And now gets to say he's played at a World Cup. Good flick there. Yilmaz splits the defenders. Yilmaz, can he keep his balance? No, he couldn't get anything on it. Turkish fans are howling. The bench is somewhat more subdued. Tillman is sandwiched. And I suppose the referee's logic is if I'm going to let one go, I got to let the other go as well. Good back pressing by Pepe, but it doesn't work because it ends up right back at the feet of Ayan, and then it peters out for nothing.
Trusty does just enough here without making a foul. He gets a body on him. He's got a little bit of a pull. He's got the inside track, so Yilmaz is pulling him too. So I think that's part of the decision. And then he pulls out of the way. Absolutely not a foul. Ends up being terrific defending. Because he's strong, he stays on his feet. He's not leaning his shoulder in to knock him off balance, to make a foul, getting a bit of the ball.
Oh, they're getting chippy. Pulisic.
And he's going to have a word. Sendejas.
USA on the attack.
The opening goal for the U.S. tonight.
89 minutes.
Pulisic, Trusty, deflected cross. Pepe trying to get in. Trusty's down in pain. U.S. are out of subs.
Uh-oh. Trusty's down.
I haven't seen what happened when he played that ball in with his left foot. It was like a challenge came right in.
And this is a concern beyond the state of the game, just a concern for Austin Trusty. What a moment he had scoring his first career U.S. goal.
And he's saying, you see Pepe's giving the sign there of sub. We've got to sub him.
But they can't.
Oh, no.
And this will add to the stoppage time.
There he is, top of the... Oh, yeah, so he gets stood on his ankle at the end of that play. Watch his left leg. So it looks like he almost twisted the ankle, and he's holding that left foot, and he's still down in the same position. They've called over to get a stretcher on to get him off.
So they put up the number 7. This is where you're almost better off not even putting up a number yet, because we're not going to be playing for a while. And this is such a concern, such a shame to see Austin Trusty
Oh, no.
down in pain like this at the end of a great night for him.
Oh, no.
Turkey will make their substitutions.
Come on, Trusty.
Aiden on the right wing will come off. Fanchon Kavici will replace him, making his World Cup debut.
Looks like we're going to have 7 extra minutes rolling into the 91st.
Yilmaz up front. He's had quite the night.
I think they're still trying to get Trusty off the pitch.
And Mulder, who's a defender, will come on, so that'll reshuffle things a little bit.
So Trusty is walking currently, so he's...
Nice. He's up on his feet walking.
He's got to stay off the field for a minute here.
Yeah, and he's walking, he's walking loosely with a pretty heavy limp on that left leg. So I'm interested to see what he ends up trying to do or deciding, or what even the training staff decide to do, and is it worth it to do potential any further damage to what he might have done in that moment. But it is a good sign, at least, that he's able to get up and move.
So we put 7 up for stoppage time. We've lost about the first 2. Tillman knocked down, no foul, gets up. U.S. throw, pushing and shoving at the end of it. And you can still see Trusty there.
Leonardo
talking
DiCaprio.
with the training staff. And he's trying to jog now. See if he's able to continue. Berhalter
No idea
off the
who he's
throw,
sitting next
returns
to.
far side. Dest into the middle. Pepe's there. Facing the wrong way. Recycles to Freeman.
USA on the
Out to
attack.
Zendejas walking it in. Zendejas. That shot was blocked. He was trying to set up for a left-footed curler. Freeman slips. Lost the ball. Now the U.S. got to defend in transition. Kavici running forward. Dest waiting for him. Back across to the near side. Tillman couldn't take that out of the air. Arteguler picks it up. Austin Trusty wants to re-enter once the referee waves him back on. The U.S. are defending this with 10 men because of the Trusty injury. Trusty's back on now.
Trusty's back on the field now.
Gritting his teeth the whole while. And they're going to send Dest out to defend wide.
Looks like his leg is bothering him for sure.
4 minutes at a minimum still to play here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, he's limping pretty
To your point,
bad, even though he's on the
gutting it
pitch.
out right now. Rolling your ankle like that, whatever he's feeling, the amount of pain he's in, he's pushing through. He's kind of limping as he goes, but they've dropped Dest back into the left back position now. They flipped him to the other side, put Zendejas, the U.S. playing 5-4-1. And I think with that, just saying, look, we're not conceding goals. Let's be a little bit more conservative and give Trusty some help with him being back out on the field.
Kristen Press, Tobin Heath.
Who?
More U.S. legends in the building is Alex Zendejas.
Oh.
Speaking of guys gritting teeth and a lot of pain right now as he got smashed by that ball.
Oh, he took it right. Oh.
And we're going to get a replay whether.
Oh, he took it right in the groin. Oh,
no.
no.
World feed telecast.
Ouch.
There's a chance for the U.S. perhaps that gain possession. 3 minutes at a minimum still to go. And they give these 70,000 fans.
Come on,
one more
USA.
chance to roar tonight. Pulisic continues his run forward. Berhalter, Pulisic. Pepe round the outside. Ricardo Pepe blocks. Second chance. And it's a handball. It popped up on Pepe there.
Just couldn't quite get the angle to take this one first time and sweep it home. U.S. split the field open. Ends up being a good block. Lovely weight on the pass. First to Berhalter, finding Pulisic. Then he split the defense to find Pepe. And for all the work he's done, he would have loved to cap that with a goal to call game and put the U.S. ahead 3-2.
2 minutes at a minimum still to play. Robinson couldn't win the ball cleanly out of the air. Kavici picks it up wide. Chance to cross. No one in there. Freeman heads it away. We welcome those of you now joining us on FS1 who've been watching Australia and Paraguay. Final moments in Los Angeles. Both teams have led tonight. U.S. knows they're going through as group winners. Can they cap off a perfect group stage? Can Turkey, already eliminated, get a win against the host to take with them on the plane ride home tomorrow? This cross is going to be clipped in. Matt Turner's there.
Oh, Turner's there.
Christian Pulisic is on the field for the U.S. this second half sub. Sebastian Berhalter, goal and an assist tonight, picks up the ball. Final minute at a minimum. We might go more because of the Austin Trusty injury. We'll see.
This crowd wants this team to go for it here and finish the job.
Freeman into the space, but it tails out.
It's going to go to Turkey.
At the very least, though, have you been pleased? George Weah, Tim Weah's dad, former World Player of the Year, looking on. Have you been pleased with what you've seen from the U.S.?
Yeah, pleased, because look, let's go back to the beginning. The U.S. came in with 6 points. They sit top of the group. They're advanced. They know who they're playing in the next round.
Went up
They
on
made
minute
9 changes
97.
to the starting lineup against Australia. And so you're thinking inevitably, oh, well, this is a Turkey team that's playing free without anything to play for. It's going to be a tough game. So the U.S., the fact that for the first time really in the tournament, faced a bit of adversity. They go behind 2-1. They find a goal early in the second half. They've been the dominant team in this second half. It's been a really good response. And at the end of the day, as it stands, it's a point. They'd be finishing with 7. And that
A lot of hand fighting.
Speaking about, I don't think you lose any of that by this result in this performance here tonight under all the circumstances that we came in with.
It's not over yet. Turkey is going to have a throw in here. It's into Arda Güler, their big star. Pulisic, the USA's big star, gets nutmegs. Güler still trying to get in. Chance for a cross. Comes back to the top of the box. Now it's clipped in at the backside. Matt Turner.
Oh my God, Turkey hit it in.
Turkey score the winning goal in the 98th minute.
Wow.
They might be going home tomorrow, but they're going wild now.
Wow. A lot of fight from Turkey just to not go down, even though they know they're eliminated.
That's a bit of a gut punch, and it's Turkey with a little bit of pressure off what was a set piece on the far corner. Everybody gets sucked to the near post. And Uzun just sneaked around the back. It started with the nutmeg from Arda Güler on Christian Pulisic. Uzun puts it in, goes underneath Matt Turner. It was cleared at that near post, and Ayhan puts it in for what you would assume is the winning goal for Turkey. So that changes the feeling for the U.S. It doesn't change anything in the grand scheme of things, but it certainly changes how they feel going home tonight into that round of 32
Yep, that's
match.
it.
That's the final whistle.
Wow, Turkey wins it.
And
even though they're eliminated. Good fight by them.
Start the clock. Wednesday night.
Wow.
Santa Clara, California. Knockout stage. Winner go home against Bosnia and Herzegovina. Whatever has happened in the group stage is over. Now it's about full steam ahead.
Wow. Crazy, crazy game. It's actually really entertaining. And props to Turkey for, you know, even though they were eliminated, they just kept fighting. So thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate y'all. And we might be back here in a little bit doing some gaming stuff tonight, but we'll see. All right. Thanks again.